Everyone made it? The tribe has arrived? Very good. And Mike, with that little spiel, I say, about the tabernacle, I think we'll go right for the ark. Talk about the actual ark itself. Got my scroll to consult here. And that's all I want to do, guys. I don't want to make it fancy. I just want to tell you straight from the scriptures certain things about the ark and its makeup and its significance. So just to start with a basic description, in Exodus we learned that they were to make it an ark of shittim wood, 2 cubits and a half to be the length, a cubit and a half the breadth, a cubit and a half the height. So mine's a pretty accurate 18.5-inch cubit right there. There were different kinds, but that's basically 1 cubit right here. So think, I don't know, maybe the size of an average bathtub, but a little taller. That's just about right. Do not think about that next time you're taking a bath. Then, and thou shalt overlay it with pure gold within and without. Shall thou overlay it, and make upon it a crown of gold around about. So shittim wood covered with gold, and they were to cast 4 rings of gold for it, and put them in the 4 corners thereof. And 2 rings shall be on the one side of it, and 2 rings on the side of it, the other side of it. And they were to make staves of shittim wood, overlay them with gold, and put the staves and the rings on the side of the ark, that the ark may be borne with them. The staves shall be in the rings of the ark, which shall not be taken from it. So there you go, the whole thing, shittim wood, covered with gold, and they could carry it on the poles. Now, what actually went in the ark, it was a little more difficult to determine than I thought. And it kind of seems to me that perhaps at different times, different things were in there. And maybe at times when the ark got stolen, maybe things got taken out, and you'll see why. We learn from Exodus, thou shalt put into the ark the testimony which shall give thee. So here's a testimony, the actual written 10 Commandments that I show you guys reviewed today. And unto Aaron, take a pot and put an omer full of manna therein, and laid it before the Lord to be kept for your generations. As the Lord commanded Moses, so Aaron laid it up before the testimony to be kept.
Hey, put one more in there, would you?
They get a picture. Good see Tupperware. Yeah.
And in Deuteronomy it says, take this book of the law and put it in the side of the ark of the covenant of the Lord your God, that it may be there in the world for a witness against thee. And I actually had to research that a little bit, and it seems that they literally just put it on the side of it somewhere, the actual book of the law, not just the commandments. Then in Hebrew it kind of wraps it up and says that it had the ark, it had the golden pot of manna, Aaron's rod that budded, and the tablets of the covenant. But you know, in 1 Kings and 2 Chronicles, you learn that there was nothing in there but the 2 tablets of stone. So that's why I'm saying at different time there seems to have been different things in there. One thing they were to do, and as in Exodus states, they were anointed with oil. And when you think about the anointing, I mean, this was This is what the term Messiah really means. It's anointing, anointed, like they would anoint the king. They anointed the tabernacle and the ark. They anointed the Messiah. And finally, where it went, you shall hang a veil in the tabernacle, in the clasps, and you shall bring the ark of the testimony in there behind the veil. The veil shall be a divider for you between the holy place and the most holy place. And I know many of you are aware that the most holy place was not a place where you just entered at will, but it was only one time a year. It was only the one priest assigned for it, and that was during Rosh Hashanah, special atonement ceremony. Once a year, guys. Once. One person. God bless you. And now we learn also that since this is the portable tabernacle, they'd of course have to take it down, and they would actually wrap up the ark to carry it. Now I wanted to talk about certain instances that involve the ark, such as when Moses specifically says in Numbers now, 14, "Now why do you transgress the command of the Lord? For this will not succeed. Do not go up, lest you be defeated by your enemies, for the Lord is not among you. For the Amalekites and the Canaanites are there before you, and you shall fall by the sword, because you have turned away from the Lord, and the Lord will not be with you." But they presumed to go up to the mountaintop. Nevertheless, neither the ark of the covenant of the Lord nor Moses departed from the camp. Then the Amalekites, the Canaanites who dwelt in the mountaintops, came down, attacked them, and drove them back as far as Hormah. So there you have it, specifically told not to do something. The Ark of the Covenant was not with them. The Lord's presence was on Moses. And they got beaten back. And that'll come up in a second here again. Also, there were the Ark was involved in a lot of situations, such as the dividing of the Jordan, when the waters of the Jordan were cut off from before the Ark of the Covenant of the Lord. When it passed over Jordan, the waters of the Jordan were cut off, and then they set up stones for a memorial for that miracle that occurred. And you might recall too that when the Israelites marched around Jericho, when the walls fell, the ark was taken and carried along as well with them.